And so, okay, so we went through this period of denying what was part of our history,
Yes.
right? And what you were talking about as a part of history is where the origin of dance was. And the origin of dance was human movement
Yeah.
as a community. And the community concept came when the agricultural revolution took place and people started sort of living as communities
yes.
because they could trade,
Absolutely.
wheat
Nicely put, yeah.
that they could store because they could store food, they could trade, and now they're living in communities. Movement became a part of it, dancing and
They
so on.
can, you harvest a crop and you do dance.
Exactly. As a celebration.
Yeah, there's a celebration.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So now, as this is coming together, our the tradition of classical dance in the subcontinent, you also mentioned, has influence from the Far East, right? It has influence from the Hindu culture,
And Buddhist.
and then and Buddhist, and it also has the Islamic touch because Islam came into the subcontinent.
Absolutely.
So what was the starting point of classical dance based on your research, and what are the different, let's say, sections of classical dance? How can I break this up?
So what my study and my research has shown me that, the dance form that I practice today, it's now called Odissi.
Odissi.
With the O-D-I-S-S-I, Odissi. And in India, they say, it's from a state called Orissa.
Yes.
Okay. The way I approach it is that the stance or the postures that we have in this style are the closest to the dancing figurine of Mohenjo-daro. The three bends of the body, the placement of both the arms, one at the hip, one at the thigh. And I say that it's originated here, maybe in Mohenjo-daro itself.
So you're saying that
One of the oldest civilizations of the world.
So it could have originated here. It could have migrated. It's not
Absolutely.
it's not that far from here.
Absolutely. And people did migrate, because when the hordes would come and invade, so the locals would keep on going further south and south. And that's my, the way I see it and understand it.
And where did it get, let's say it did come from the Mohenjo-daro civilization, the Indus Valley civilization, where did the influence from the Far East come into this?
The Buddhists traveled to Malaysia, to Indonesia, and these areas like Karachi and Mohenjo-daro, they were ports where people would, from Egypt, from a lot of these places, there was trade going on. So I think
because of the trading routes, there was different cultures that were brought in.
Exactly. I mean, look at the Makranis and the whole Shidi culture that we have here. So we have this is what I want to point out actually, that when I came to Karachi, when I started living in Karachi, I found it such an incredibly city of diversity. There, in my class, mind you, at the convent where I was studying, there were Parsis, Hindus, Christians. We even had a Jewish boy in our class. I mean, this is the kind of city it was. It was so multicultural. And we would visit each other's homes and nobody would ever ask, what religion are you? And, we would go to our Parsi friend's house where the fire would be there at the after you enter the door, and she would do that and we would do the same thing, and and they would come to our house when we had Ramzan or Eid. So it was that was the beauty of Karachi. And I think the beauty in diversity, the beauty in pluralism creates better human beings, because then you are, I won't use the word tolerant, but you're accepting of difference.